Hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog, and yeah, welcome to this video. You'll probably see from the title, it is to do with the new Toyota Supra. And anyone new to this channel who doesn't or isn't aware of myself and the channel, I own a Mark IV Toyota Supra turbo 6-speed manual, and also that car has 888 brake horsepower, just under 900 horsepower, so bit of a monster. But I've also ordered this new current Mark V Toyota Supra. Or I say ordered, I put money down basically to reserve my new Toyota Supra. And as you'll probably see, I've got loads of notes here. I'm just going to go through loads of different things with you guys. Rumours, news, things that we're hearing on the grapevine. Anyone that will know me, who knows the channel, who knows me personally, will know that people call me Mr. Supra. The reason why is I hear a lot of things and I know a lot of things about Supras in general. So we've got some people kind of behind scenes, I guess, that's given us information as to new things that are rumours that are going to be on the new car, and even things that are quite solid and we know that really actually are going to be put on the car. So I'm just going to try and put a lot of new stuff to you guys personally, so you know. Yeah, first things first, Toyota UK guys, thank you very much. Obviously they've sent us a little gift, and I'll show you and roll the VT now.
Well, this is pretty exciting. I've just got a package through the door. I don't even know what the hell it is, but notice this packaging that says Toyota on it. So open it up, and I've got a little Gazoo Racing. I haven't even looked at this. I'll share with you what it is in a moment, guys. But yeah, look. Oh, don't know what it is, but my God, it's exciting. A90 Supra packaging, and something in here. I don't know whether this is sensitive. Let's have a look. If it is, I'm going to edit it. Let's have a look. Oh. Congratulations on being one of the lucky few to have successfully reserved an all-new Toyota Supra. Awesome. So obviously we don't know what's in it at all. I've got a little message from Toyota UK, it looks like. And obviously we've got this awesome little package, so which I've obviously shown you already. So I'm going to do a live. Well, it won't be live because I'll probably put this on YouTube actually. You might see it on Insta if you follow us on Insta. Yeah, I'm going to open it up and see what the hell's in here. I'm quite intrigued. Don't want to ruin it, it looks so awesome. It's like Christmas come early, which it pretty much is. Oh, okay. Oh, don't want to break it. So it's an Amazon Echo Dot. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's I'll now have a look in the booklet and see what's going on here. So I'm going to read it out. Congratulations on being one of the lucky few to successfully reserve an all-new. Basically, Toyota have given us this Amazon Echo Dot, which is really, really cool. And they've preloaded a special QR code that's dedicated to us who have reserved them. And we can ask specific things about the car. So hopefully it means we can start to get spec. Which maybe we have to ask Toyota UK if we're allowed to exclusively reveal. This is one of the quite cool things of kind of owning the Supra or now purchasing this Supra. That means we're getting a lot of exclusive information, probably before anyone else out in the world, about this new Supra. So hopefully we're going to basically talk to our Amazon Echo Dot, and we're going to get loads of new content and details about the new Supra. So we'll try and let you guys know, if we're allowed to let you know, as to what's basically coming and going to be included on this new awesome Toyota Supra. So yeah, keep an eye on either the rest of this video or our channel in general, and we'll let you know what's going on with the new Toyota Supra and anything we hear from Amazon Echo via this from Toyota UK. Right, I've got something really, really cool to show you, something we didn't even know, additional to how awesome it is anyway. We've opened it up and look at this. They've only gone and wrapped it in the A90 camo wrap. How cool is that? And I say wrapped, it's properly done. It's like it is unbelievable. I can't explain it. So I've never had one of these Echo Dots, and I've been thinking of getting one for a while actually. But obviously, how super exclusive is that? the fact that obviously only people that have reserved these have been sent these. So we've basically got a pimped up version of an Echo Dot, which has the A90 Supra camo decals on it, which is bloody epic. So yeah, that is just so cool. So yeah, thank you Toyota UK, that's mega, love it. What engine has the Supra got?
The Supra has a 3-litre inline 6-cylinder engine with a single twin-scroll turbo and variable valve timing.
Now that's correct from what we're hearing on the rumours, so that's good to hear. Thank you, Alexa.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question. Please try again.
Alexa, how quickly will the new Toyota Supra get to 60 in?
The Supra will do 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds.
That's exclusive content because no one else knows that actually, so that's really cool. I reckon it'll be a lot, very far under 0 to 60 in 5 seconds from what we're hearing.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question. Please try again. What can I do for you? You can ask me a question about the new Toyota Supra, or you can listen to our latest podcast.
Listen to the latest podcast.
All manufacturers mask their prototypes when they either road or track.
And obviously, aside from the little gift that we got from Toyota, obviously pictures have been leaked. So someone really, really naughty, I suspect it's a company that basically moved in the car, perhaps. There's a picture of a silver Supra. It looks legit, to be fair. The shape and the lights and everything look spot on. So it looks like a real deal, probably at a port or something like that. Someone who's transporting this Toyota Supra posted it up, leaked it, and yeah, I suspect he may have got sacked for that. But yeah, it looks awesome. I like the look of it. Some people don't. Also, recently you'll see a rear end shot of a yellow car as well, which I'll put for you all to see now as well. So yeah, let's just go on to the engine and the car and things that we know. So going on to the engine, obviously we all know it's not a Toyota lump, unfortunately. It's based on a B58 engine, which is the BMW motors. They're in loads of cars now, but it's quite a new gen BMW motor that's been manufactured and made. And yeah, you most commonly probably know this engine as the B58 that's in an M140i and a 240i and things like that. But what's really, really cool is something we've found out of late, is the Supra engine, or the engine that's going to be used in the Supra, is called a B58C. Now B58C is, or B58, I think it's 3001, is a completely different engine code. So B58C for short. Basically, Toyota have taken this motor, they've fettled it and done their own thing to it. Toyota developers, Gazoo Racing, have taken this engine, rumours with maybe Yamaha as well, and they've done things with the motor, the internals and the head, and redesigned things and seen what they can do with it and played around with it, fettled it. And yeah, basically we've got a picture for you, and a lot of people don't know this, so this is quite an exclusive one. Or if you really, really hear things on the grapevine and you look in the deep dark kind of web, but not in the deep dark web really, but you'll find something that relates to a bit more about the motor. And basically, there's a picture of the Toyota engineers. If you're eagle-eyed, someone found this out and found these shots of Toyota working on the car. And there's a picture of the car redlining and revving on like a tuner box at basically 7,756 RPM. Now, we know that all the B58 motors normally do not rev over 7,000, but close to, which is great. It's fairly high revving as it is, which that is. It's not bad at all. But no, this looks as though there's a Toyota engineer, and it says 7,756 RPM. Now, if that's true, and they really are fettling it up to that kind of red line, this is going to be completely new and completely different. So potentially this B58C motor is being tweaked to kind of rev up to close to 8,000 RPM. So it's going to be a screamer of a motor, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So that coupled with, you know, everything else we're hearing is going to be good, which I'm going to carry on talking about all these other things. So not only is it going to be high revving, one of the things that's been spied and heard of as well, and this is based on diagrams and things like that again have been leaked, naughty people leaking these things. It's apparently going to have larger coolers, and it's going to have a larger oil pump. Very, very systematic of anyone that's putting, I suppose higher revs onto a motor and making it rev higher, more power. So they're putting a bigger oil pump on it. It's definitely categorically got a different pump to any of the other B58 motored cars. So bigger oil pump on there, which is absolutely superb. They've also got, finally, we've got some more specification on the brake horsepower, but it's not confirmed, but we're pretty certain there's, again, little leaked things that's telling us that, thankfully, it's not going to be 300, it's not going to be 330 or 35 horsepower like a lot of the other BMWs that you see as 58 motor on. It's apparently going to be 383 horsepower. That's more like it, Toyota. That's what we want to hear. So closer to 400 horsepower. It features what looks like, and again on the leaked diagrams, a bigger turbocharger. So it's going to be only specific to this car only. I don't think the Z4 is going to have that same turbo on it. So it's going to be unique to the Supra. So bigger oil pump, bigger coolers, bigger turbo, so much more potential, higher RPM, red line. It's looking good. Obviously, it's got the diff. I think a few people already knew that. It's got this trick differential that you get on the M4, and I think that is on the M2 competition as well, which is really, really cool. So yes, effectively with all of that, you should see that tuning will be really well supported for this new B58C motor. And I mean, M140Is have been stage 1 remapped with nothing on them, up to around 440, 450 horsepower, some of the new gen ones. So that coupled with a bigger turbocharger, exhaust mods and intake mods, what we're hearing is it's definitely going to easy hit around the 500 horsepower range, tuned, and maybe 520, 530, 540 brake horsepower on that bigger turbocharger. So, and again, like I say, that kind of power coupled with a high red line, it's going to be immense. And apparently a compression ratio of 13:1 as well, which is insane. It's more like an NA car, certainly not something that you'd have in the olden days of kind of even the 2JZ. Obviously, it's typically 851. My personal one is a 991, so it's nowhere near high compression as that motor. So there's a lot of good things going for it at the moment, which is great. So yeah. If you really are quite a hardcore person who follows the Supra or Toyota race and things like that, you'll know that they have been testing the Supra pretty much in road-going guys with probably, I think, uprated brakes and I think a cage, which they have to run in VLN. So they've been basically, they've put it into a race. They're just testing it, and it's shown really, really good pace around the Nürburgring. So with hardly anything on it, I think in like a production class. So that was looked really, really cool around there. Brilliant times from Kronos Racing. I'll show you some pictures up of that now. Yeah, I was following that when the times and everything they were doing looks really, really good. So I think it's just longevity, robustness, testing to see what the car can do and when pushed to the absolute max. So it's good to see them doing that. So I'm really, really pleased. Obviously, everyone's talking about the transmissions and the gearbox. Obviously, from what we hear at the moment, or straight away, you're only going to have an 8-speed auto box initially. Rumours maybe manuals further down the line, and I think with the lower power output cars, there may be a manual, but we all want the flagship motor, or most of us want the flagship motor. Colours, there's going to be a matte grey metallic, a Mediterranean blue, Atacama yellow, which I think is that yellow that's been leaked on the back of that. That Carmesin rot, which is red. That sounds a bit dodgy. Red, basically. Glacier silver metallic, black sapphire metallic, mineral white, and bluestone metallic. Alloys available. Apparently, this is going to be through the range. 17, 18 and 19 inch. I suspect the lower variants are going to be for the smaller output cars. The 19 inch I think is going to be for the flagship one that we're all going to want, or that all us watching this video are probably going to want, if you want the car. 9.5J in the front, 10J in the rear. It's much like the M4. Obviously the car's going to come with some nice little bits actually for a sports car. It's not going to be obviously out of this world luxurious, I wouldn't think, but it sounds like it's going to have some nice stuff on it. Obviously it's going to have sports seats with electrics and preset electric positions set, and you can kind of change that. Paddle shift and heads up display as well. Front and rear parking sensors, things like that. So wireless charging, Bluetooth, sat nav, and some really nice carbon fibre options apparently as well. So yeah, that sounds pretty good, I think. So a lot of things are ticking the boxes and making me more excited about my order, certainly. So yeah, I can't wait to hear a bit more. I suspect we're going to hopefully get some more specs and asking about colours and stuff in the next coming weeks, I think, so keep an eye on the channel. Yeah, the other thing as well, we've already mentioned it before, torsional stiffness and strength of the actual chassis is higher than that of an Lexus LFA. That's basically my way of saying, and from what I'm hearing from Toyota, is to say, look, this is going to be an amazing handling platform. So that coupled with good power, with everything else that's on that car, I think this is going to be an absolute track and road weapon, to be honest. I think Toyota have down talked it a little bit. Probably had to, because obviously the Mark IV is an absolute legend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really good, guys. But yeah, if you've got any questions about that, comments in the comment section, guys. Obviously, same as everyone's saying, I know on the comments on some of my other videos as well. Yeah, it is a shame that it doesn't use a Toyota engine. I totally agree. But one of the main reasons why these days some manufacturers, especially with sports cars like this, use a shared platform like BMW, is because actually with Toyota, with this in this gen Supra, you got to remember it's going to be a really low output car, or output in terms of production numbers. So there's only going to be 300 in the UK, and there's only going to be 900 in the whole of Europe. And I think that's certainly for year one anyway, so 2019. And we don't know. I think they're going to keep the production numbers very low. So they never were going to be able to produce a huge generic, churned out motor. And I think that's why. One of the main reasons why Toyota decided not to make, I think, the motor themselves. Yes, it's a shame, but we do understand and we know that Toyota are changing loads of stuff on the individual car for the Supra. Toyota have assured us that they are doing loads of stuff and making so many different changes to that car to make it completely unique to anything else like the Z4. It's going to be fettled, changed and adapted in so many ways. In fact, I think Toyota said out of their own mouth, it's going to be virtually all Toyota, or so different to anything that originally would have been from BMW. So that's really, really cool to know as well. It's going to have a balanced motor, silky smooth, lovely inline six, which we actually know is a good motor. One of the other things about the motor as well, obviously we do know, and the reason why I say I think it's going to be robust, and we're almost certain it's going to be robust, is it also features, much like the 2JZ, which we know and love, a closed deck block. So we know that obviously the water channels are a closed deck, so it means that it's going to be a lot more stronger. What with the cooling things that they're putting on there, it's going to be absolutely fine. It's not going to have an issue with heat and cooling. And one thing's for sure, because it's closed deck, it's going to be able to take a shed load a boost, and it's going to be really quite strong. So yeah, one thing, the reason why they could Toyota done that, and the reason they could keep the weight of the motor down, is because they use this electric arc wire spraying. So they spray this basically this metal, they sprayed metal into the inside liners, the block cylinder line wall, so you don't have to have these sleeve liners. Because of that, it keeps the weight down and the strength really high, which is amazing. It's the same technology that you see in the new GTRs and the Lexus LFA as well. So yeah, what's not to love? So there's some really cool little designs. Things like the intercooler being enclosed into the intake to stop and allow better airflow going through to all of the airways and channels of where the air needs to be to kind of cool other components. It's incredible. It has been really, really thought out. And you've got to remember, this is Toyota that are thinking about these things and doing these things. It's a completely unique, different platform. Weight-wise as well, the car is only 3,300 pounds, which is basically just a microfraction under 1,500 kilograms, which is absolutely awesome. That's similar to that of the old Mark IV Toyota Supra Turbo, the JDM model, which was the lightest one ever created in the Mark IV shape. That is with the turbocharger on it. I think the NA ones were a little bit lighter as well than that. So it's actually a really good, light, decent platform as well. So that's another thing, that coupled with the stiff chassis and everything else that I've already mentioned, it's going to be really, really cool. Now, obviously, it's soon to be shown in its entirety without the camouflage on. Detroit Auto Show, 14th of January 2019, really, really soon. So we're going to, we'll update you on some of the other things that come through. So keep an eye on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's just my way of kind of updating kind of where I am at with my buying process for the car, and also updating on rumours, because they were getting me quite excited and I wanted to share them with you. You may or may not have heard them. If there's anything else I haven't mentioned, any questions, anything you can think of that you want to ask, bitch and moan, do whatever you want to do. I don't mind, you know. I try and answer all of the comments in the comment section as well, guys. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. As always, like, share, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now, guys.